Welcome to the channel. I'm Joseph, and I break down AI so you can actually use it, so let's get into it.
On May 10th, Google is removing a generation mode from Google Flow. If you've been using them, and a lot of creators have, you need to know what's changing before the deadline.
But before we get there, I want to show you something most people are completely missing about this tool.
Because Google Flow in 2026 is not what it was a year ago, it's now a full production studio. And if you're only using it to generate video clips, you're leaving a huge amount of capability on the table. Let's fix that. I'm going to walk you through every major tool inside Google Flow. The image models, the video models, the avatar creation workflow, the B-roll workflow, all of it. And by the end of this, you'll have a clear picture of how to use it as a real production pipeline, not just a playground.
Starting with what Flow actually is right now.
Google merged 3 of their AI tools into one unified workspace, and it works great for me. Whisk for image editing, ImageFX for image generation, and Flow for video, all in one place now.
The workspace runs on 3 main engines: Nano Banana Pro for images, Veo 3.1 for video, and Gemini for prompt assistance and scene planning.
That means you can go from a concept to a generated image to an animated video clip without ever leaving a single tab. That's a new thing, and most creators haven't adjusted their workflow to match it yet. Let me walk you through each piece. First, images. Inside Flow, you have access to Nano Banana Pro, Google DeepMind's flagship image generation model. And here's the thing that surprised me when I looked this up. It's available on every paid tier, including the $19.99 a month Pro plan.
If you're a Pro subscriber, you're getting roughly 100 images per day at 2K resolution. That is more than enough for a full content production workflow.
It's available on every paid tier, including the $19.99 a month Pro plan. What makes Nano Banana Pro worth focusing on is character consistency. That's right. Weak, strong, a person using a computer. A creator at a wide desk in a dark studio, dual monitor showing analytics dashboard, slow dolly pullback, cinematic lighting, 4K. If I generate a character for an avatar clip, the face, the clothing, the framing, those details hold consistent across multiple generations.
Not just for one clip, but across an entire series.
That matters for creators who want repeatable, branded visuals. The free tier does give you Nano Banana Pro access, technically, 2 images a day, which is enough to know what it can do, but not enough to work with. Pro is where it becomes a real tool.
You get 1,000 AI credits for the month, Ultra 25,000. And with Veo 3.1 Lite, that can be as low as 10 credits for each 8-second generation. And for creators on the Ultra plan, you can create videos and images basically for free.
Now, Nano Banana 2 is still in the ecosystem as well, and it's the earlier, speed-optimized version of the model. For most creators in 2026, Nano Banana Pro is your image engine. Nano Banana 2 is the fast fallback when you need volume over refinement. Now the video side, and this is where you need to pay attention, because there are multiple Veo 3.1 options inside Flow. And picking the wrong one is the fastest way to burn through your credits unnecessarily.
Veo 3.1 quality is the flagship. Highest quality output Google can produce right now. Sharpest motion, best scene coherence, most accurate prompt interpretation. Use this for hero shots, opening scenes, anything that's going to be front and center and get a hard look from the viewer. It takes 3 to 4 minutes to generate an 8-second clip, which feels like a lot until you see the output. Veo 3.1 Fast is the sweet spot for most production work. The quality difference between fast and quality is somewhere between 1 and 8%. On social media, you will not see it. It generates in 90 to 120 seconds for B-roll, avatar motion, shorts content, background loops. Fast is your workhorse. This is the tier I use for the majority of what I generate. Veo 3.1 Lite is your draft and iteration tier. Cheapest, same speed as fast, and perfect for testing 10 prompt variations before committing to your final generations. Think of it as your sketchbook. You don't publish from Lite. You use it to figure out what you want before you spend on it.
Now, the mode that is going away on May 10th is Veo 3.1 Fast Lower Priority. These are queue-based modes, and you wait longer in exchange for a discounted or free generation. If you've been using them to batch generate B-roll or run a lot of iterations without burning credits, that workflow ends in less than 30 days from now. Here's what I'd recommend doing immediately if you have any B-roll prompts sitting in your backlog. Run them in lower priority before May 10th. Front load your library. After that, shift your bulk iteration to Veo 3.1 Lite. It's affordable enough that the loss of lower priority is manageable if you're strategic about what you are generating. Now let me walk you through the avatar workflow, because this is where the image and video engines actually earn their price tag.
Step 1. Generate your character in Nano Banana Pro. Give it a detailed description, the look, the lighting, the expression, the framing. Because of character consistency, if you get a result you like, you can generate variations that hold together. Step 2. Drag that image directly into Flow's timeline. Step 3. Select Veo 3.1 Fast, set your clip to 8 seconds, and write your motion prompt.
The workflow goes like this. Here's the framework I use for every avatar clip I generate in Flow.
No text, no captions, no subtitles, no words on screen at any point in the clip. A person faces the camera and delivers a spoken dialogue using precise lip sync. Render audio performances only. Delivery is casual, confident, and natural. Include natural blinking and subtle head tilts throughout. After the final word, the person holds a still, natural expression until the clip ends. Soft 3-point lighting with realistic shadows, photorealistic skin texture with natural micro expressions, 4K, 24 frames per second. Then you add a camera movement, the 3 I'll share here, a slow push in from medium wide to medium close up, a 45-degree left orbit that locks that angle, or a pull back and settle from tight to medium. Now here's all 3 movements in a row so you can see what they look like.
This is the left orbit, basically just a 45-degree orbit to the person's left. This is a slow push-in. It starts with a medium shot, then it pushes to a medium close-up, no orbit or tilt. This is a pull back and settle, basically fills the frame and then pulls back to a medium close-up. You rotate through these across segments. I have 15. Just ask an AI to create 15 camera movements for content creation. And the result looks like a multi-camera production, even though it's all generated. So why only 8 seconds? 2 reasons. It's a sweet spot between coherence and usability, and that's the max for each clip right now through Flow. Long enough to deliver a complete thought, short enough that the motion stays controlled. Just watch all the cuts people make on YouTube, and it lines up perfectly with Shorts hooks and Reels openers. Google didn't choose 8 seconds by accident. Now B-roll, and this is the workflow I see the fewest creators taking advantage of. Honestly, it surprises me, because this can save time.
Old way, stock footage search, copyright checks, hoping what you find is close enough to what you actually wanted. Now here's a new way. Describe exactly what you need, generate it, own it.
In Flow, your B-roll workflow looks like this. Write your scene description in natural language and be specific.
Weak, strong, a person using a computer. A creator at a wide desk in a dark studio, dual monitor showing analytics dashboard, slow dolly pullback, cinematic lighting, 4K.
This is the prompt I use for every avatar. Take a screenshot.
Select Veo 3.1 Fast. Add a camera movement. Generate. The key habit I'd recommend building. Every time you generate B-rolls, save it to a library organized by category. Creator workspace. Tech visualization. dashboard and analytics, ambient loops, success moments. You do this consistently for a few months, and you stop regenerating the same types of clips over and over. You've built a production asset library that's yours. It's entirely branded and available every time you sit down to edit. That's how the AI BootCamp Studio B-roll library works. I'm not searching stock footage anymore. Every clip in our library was generated specifically for this channel. Last thing, subscriptions. Which plan? The free tier gives you 10 Veo 3.1 videos a month, 50 credits each day. That can be a few Nano Banana Pro images per day. It's enough to test what Flow can do, but if you're serious, move up to Pro. Google AI Pro at $19.99 a month is where most creators should start. That means you can run a full production workflow with 1,000 credits each month. Nano Banana Pro for images, Veo 3.1 fast and light for video. Try it and build something real with it. Hey Gen gives you 200 credits, 10 minutes of Avatar 5. Google Pro, 1,000 credits a month, 100 minutes a month for video. For Google AI Ultra is $124.99 a month for the first 3 months, then $249.99 after that. I'm in month number 2 of that. So you get Veo 3.1 quality, full 4K image generation at scale, and significantly higher generation limits. 25,000 credits a month. If you're building a production channel and you're going to run Flow hard, the math works in your favor. But I wouldn't start there. Start with Pro, see how fast you actually hit your limits, and let that tell you whether Ultra makes sense for your channel. Here's a one-sentence version of everything. Google Flow is a full production studio for images, avatars, B-roll video, all in one workspace. Remember, May 10th is the deadline on the 3.1 fast, but you'll also still have 3.1 light, lower priority. That's the deadline. Use it. If you want to go deeper on building the full AI BootCamp Studio content pipeline, the complete workflow from script to upload, subscribe. That's exactly what this channel is about, and there's a lot more coming. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.